ॐ हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं कोशनवप्रणो सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये. I welcome everybody to the Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna program by Academy of Yoga and Oriental Study Bhubaneswar. This is a lecture series on Yogasutra by Dr. Indulata Das, Director, Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies. I am Indulata. Today we will discuss Chitta, Chittabhumis and the Chittavrittis. Earlier we have discussed the Chittabhumis a little and the Chitta a little. Today we will discuss it elaborately. Now what is the definition of yoga? The definition of yoga is yoga Chittavritti Nirodha. Yoga is the cessation of or arrest of the vrittis of the chittas. The vrittis means all the thoughts that are coming to the mind or all the activities that the mind is doing, the chitta is doing are known as Chittavrittis. The chitta in the yogi context means buddhi. All great commentators of the Yogasutra have unanimously accepted chitta as buddhi. For example, Vachaspati Misra, who is the most authentic commentator of Yogasutra, writes, Chitta sabdena antahkaranam buddhim upalakhyati. This is Tattva Vaisharadi Tika. That means by chitta, buddhi is meant. Chitta means buddhi. He directly says. Then in Sankya Yoga Kosha also it has been clarified in unambiguous terms. Chittam antahkaranam buddhi riti anarthantaram. Chitta means buddhi and there is no other meaning of it. But here chitta means buddhi which includes ahankara and manas. Chitta in other words is a general name to Antahkarana. Antahkarana Samanya, it is a general name to given to the Antahkaranas, separately or collectively. It is a common name given to the three Antahkaranas of the Chitta. Now, Antahkarana in Sankya and Yoga system. What is Antahkarana? How many Antahkaranas are there? In Sankya and Yoga system, Antahkarana is the name given to the three tattvas together or separately. Antahkaranam Trividham. Three tattvas come under the name Antahkarana. The Yoga Siddhanta Chandrika also asserts Tatra Chittasya Mahadangam Ahankara Manobhedena Trividhanta Karanasya Bhutteyoho Deepasya Sikhaiva Avastha Parinama Rupava. This is Yoga Siddhanta Chandrika. So there are three tattvas under the name of Chitta. And the names here given in Yoga Siddhanta Chandrika is Mahad Ahankara Mana. Vedena Trividhanta Karanasya Vrittaya. Mahat, Ahankara and Mana. These are the three Antahkaranas. In order to be clear about the Antahkaranas and the Bahyakaranas, let us see the sequence of creation according to the Yoga system and also the Sankya system. First it is Prakriti. Prakriti is one of the two ultimate realities. The two ultimate realities are Prakriti and Purusha. And from the Prakriti, the creation takes place. First, from Prakriti, Mahan or Buddhi is created. Mahan is another name for Buddhi. And then from Buddhi or Mahan, Ahankara is created. Then from Ahankara, two sets of tattvas are created. One is from the Sattvika aspect of Ahankara. Then the other group is from the Tamasika aspect of Ahankara. From the Sattvika aspect of Ahankara, 11 Indriyas are created. These are Manas, 5 Gyanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. And from the Tamasika aspect of Ahankara, 5 Tanmatras are created. These Tanmatras are Sabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha Tanmatras. And from these 5 Tanmatras, 5 Mahabhutas are created. The 5 Mahabhutas are earth, water, fire, air and ether. So this is the sequence of the creation, and in the beginning we see that Mahan, Ahankara and the Mana. These are the three, Mahan, Ahankara and Mana, or Buddhi, Ahankara and Mana. These three together are called Antahkarana. So here Buddhi, Ahankara and Manas. These three are together called Antahkarana. And what is Buddhi, what is Ahankara and what is Manas? Let us discuss. Nischayatmika Buddhi. The deciding Antahkarana is Buddhi. So it is one aspect of the Antahkarana. And what is that? The deciding Antahkarana is buddhi. Then Abhimano Ahankara, the aspect which establishes the object's relation with the individual, that is called Ahankara. And Sankalpatmakam Matra Mana. Mana is that aspect which recognizes. So these are the three Antahkaranas in yoga system. We can see, we can elaborate it by giving an example. When somebody sees a snake, suppose somebody sees a snake, then how the Antahkaranas they function? First, manas will recognize it to be a snake. First, mana recognizes it to be a snake. Then Ahankara will establish that it is an enemy of mine. Then buddhi will take the decision whether to what to do. So buddhi takes the decision to run or to kill. So like this, the three Antahkaranas, they perform their duties. Now categories of chittas. How many categories, how many types of chittas are there? Chitta comes under two categories. Pratyatmaka Chitta and Sanskaratmaka Chitta. In Pratyatmaka Chitta, Vrittis are present. In Sanskaratmaka Chitta, there is no Vritti, but only Sanskaras remain. And now what are the Sanskaras? Sanskaras are the impressions of the Vrittis entertained earlier. So Vrittis come to the mind and then they are converted to Sanskaras and they remain in the Chitta. So in Yogakarika, we find Antahkarana dharma jaha prakhya sthiti pravruttaya traigunya stat bhavet chittang sanskara pratyatmakam. So chitta sanskaratmaka pratyatmaka. These are the two types of chittas. Then another division is Sarvartha Chitta and Ekagra Chitta. Sarvartha Chitta means drashtu dusya paraktam chittam sarvartham. It is defined in Yogasutra. What is Sarvartha Chitta? Sarvartha Chitta is tinged by both drishya and drashta, tinged by all vrittis. All vrittis, the chitta in which all vrittis are coming, all kinds of vrittis are coming, that is called Sarvartha Chitta. And the opposite is Ekagra Chitta. Ekagra Chitta means in this Chitta there is only one Vritti and it is a very purely concentrated Chitta. Now there is another kind of Chitta that is called Nirmana Chitta. This Chitta is created by yogi for himself. The yogi creates himself and the yogi creates this Chitta for himself. Why? When liberated, after liberation, if Purusha wants to take birth, he creates a body for himself called Nirmana Kaya. When yogi is liberated, he does not have to come back to the cycle of birth and death. If he wants to come to the world for some reason or other, then he can create a body for himself and he has to create a chitta to function in that body. That is called Nirmana Chitta. Nirmana Chitta ni Asmita Matra. Then how does the yogi create it? He creates it from pure Asmita or Ahankara. He can create a Chitta for himself, that is Nirmana Chitta. Then why should he create? The Yogakarika clarifies, why should a yogi create a Chitta for himself when he has no necessity to come back to the world? Karanang hyasmita matrang tadupadaya chetasa tisted aprati sargat yogi nirmana chetasa. Heto bhutanukampadeh karoti swechaya vasi. That means for mercy for all beings. If he wants to have mercy or to benefit the world, he may come to the world and take incarnation. And for that he needs a body and also a chitta. Therefore, he creates a chitta called Nirmana Chitta. He does it on his own, not by anyone else. He doesn't take the help. He doesn't have to take the help of anybody else to create a chitta. Karoti swechaya vasi. And for how long he can return that chitta? Till he wants dissolution of it. Tishtad aprati sargat jat. He can return that chitta till he wants to return it. He can return it as long as he wants. There is another kind of chitta that is called Prayojaka Chitta. Pravritti bhede Prayojakam Chitta Mekam Anekesam in Yogasutra itself. When yogi creates many chittas for many bodies, there is one chitta to regulate all other chittas. That is called Prayojaka Chitta. In order to understand the Prayojaka Chitta, we have to understand a supernatural power of the yogi. The yogi can create many similar bodies. When he is creating body, he may create one body or he may create many similar bodies to function simultaneously. For example, Lord Krishna, when he was doing the Rasa Leela, for every gopi there was a Krishna. So thousands of Krishnas. So also great yogi Saubhari, he created 50 bodies. So like this, the yogi can create many bodies, many similar bodies at one time. And for those bodies, he has to create chittas. He can create similar number of chittas. But among all the chittas, there is one chitta to regulate all the other chittas. That is called Prayojaka Chitta. Chitta should not be confused with the Chitta of Vedanta. In Vedanta, there is the word Chitta, but that is absolutely different from the Chitta of Yoga. There are 4 Antahkaranas in Vedanta. In Yoga, there are 3 Antahkaranas, but in Vedanta, there are 4 Antahkaranas. These 4 Antahkaranas are Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, and Manas. And Chitta in Vedanta means that particular Antahkarana which remembers and reminds. Anusandhanatmika antaschitta vritti is chittam. So anusandhanam nama smaranam. That aspect of the Antahkarana which remembers and reminds is called Chitta in Vedanta, not in Yoga. The Chitta in Yoga is different. So Chitta in Yoga is Buddhi, Antahkarana and Manas taken together. Chitta in both the systems means in Yoga and Vedanta are quite different from each other. Therefore, it should not be confused. Now, sometimes Chitta is confused with Chiti Shakti. Chitta should not be confused with Chiti Shakti or Chiti in Yoga. Chiti Shakti or Chiti means Purusha. In Yogasutra itself we find it. Chiter aprati sankramaya stadakara patto sabuddhi samvedanam. Here Chite from Chiti. Chiti means Purusha, not Chitta. We should not confuse Chitta with Chiti Shakti. Now, I've had confusion with Chetas. Chetas in Sanskrit means Manas only. And Cheta and Chitta are different. Now about the Chttabhumis. There are 5 Chttabhumis. In earlier lecture also we have discussed about Chttabhumis. There are 5 Chttabhumis of Chitta, or the planes of Chitta. There are 5 planes: Kshipta, Mudha, Vikshipta, Ekagra and Niruddha. The Yogakarika names the 5 Chttabhumis. Kshipta, Mudha, cha Vikshipta, Ekagra, cha Niruddhika, Sattvesu Sahajavastaha, Panchama Chttabhumayaha. All the commentators, including Vyasa, have given the description of the 5 Chttabhumis. Now, natures of the Chttabhumis. First, it is the Kshipta Chttabhumi. Kshipta Chttabhumi is dominated by Rajoguna. It is extremely restless. Then there is Mudha Chttabhumi. It is dominated by Tamas. There is little reasoning power. That means there is almost no reasoning power. a state of delusion. Then there is Vikshipta Chittabhumi. Vikshipta Chittabhumi is dominated by Rajas with a little Sattva in it. There is occasional stability in this stage. So Yogakarika describes these three Chittabhumis like this. Sada sthira bhavet khipta, mudha moha vasa tatha, khipta visishta vikshipta, starja starjatmika hisa. Now the fourth Chittabhumi is Ekagra Chittabhumi. It is a higher state. Here Chitta is one-pointed. It is highly concentrated plane of mind. It leads to Sampragyanta Samadhi. We will be discussing what is Sampragyanta Samadhi later on. The Yogakarika clearly mentions about this Ekagra Chittabhumi like this. Ekasmin nishta evasmin sansaktam jatra lilaya Ekagra Chittabhumi sa Sampragyana prasurmata. Then comes the Niruddha plane of mind, plane of the Chitta. Here the Chittavrittis are arrested. Asampragyanta Samadhi is possible in this plane only. The Yogakarika says, Sanskara matra sesaja pratyaya rahita sada sa niruddha samakhyata yogasya mukhya bhumika. Sanskara matra sesa. In this plane only sanskaras remain. Pratyaya rahita means there is no vritti at all. And sa niruddha samakhyata, that is called niruddha, yogasya mukhya bhumika. And it is the supreme, it is the best or topmost plane of in yoga. Now, categories of Chittavrittis. How many Chittavrittis are there? What is Chittavritti first? Chittavrittis means the activities of the Chitta. Or in common language we may say all the thoughts coming to the Chitta or mind are called Chittavrittis. Now, what is the number of Chittavrittis? One cannot count the number of Chittavrittis. The number may be crores and crores and crores. It is uncountable. But it can be put under 5 categories. It can be categorized, but it cannot be, the number cannot be counted. Now, Chittavrittis should not be confused with the Chittabhumis. Chittabhumis are also 5 and Chittavrittis are also 5. But we should not confuse between Chittabhumis and Chittavrittis. Chittabhumis are the dharmis and the Chittavrittis are the dharmas. The Chittavrittis are, the 5 Chittavrittis are like this. Pramana, Viparjaya, Vikalpa, Nidra and Smriti. The 5 Chitta Vrittis are Pramana, Viparjaya, Vikalpa, Nidra and Smriti. In Yogasutra, the category has been clearly written. Vrittayaha Panchatayaha Klishta Klishtaha. Vrittis are 5 and they are Klishta and Aklishta. What is Klishta and Aklishta? We will be discussing later on. So Vrittis are of 5 categories. Panchatai means 5 categories, not 5. And these are Pramana, Viparjaya, Vikalpa, Nidra and Smriti. First, let us see what is Pramana. Pramana is the first Vritti. Pramana is the means of right knowledge. We get right knowledge through Pramana. Yogakarika describes it like this. Abadhito hyartha bodha pramatat karanang matang sadbhutarthang pramanang hi mithya jnanasya badhakam. The knowledge which cannot be refuted is Prama. Prama is true knowledge. The instrument or method or medium of Prama is Pramana. That which actually exists is Sadbhutartha. What really exists is called Sadbhutartha. So the instrument of Sadbhutartha is Pramana. Pramana destroys or removes wrong knowledge. Mithya jnanasya badhakam. So Pramana means the instrument of right knowledge. That is Pramana. That is first kind of Chittavritti. And Pramanas are of 3 kinds. Pratyaksa, Anumana and Sabda. Pratyakyanumana Pramanani. This is Yogasutra. Pratyaksa, Anumana and Agama. Agama is Sabda. Sabda is another name of Agama. Now, let us see what is Pratyaksa Pramana. Pratyaksa is perception. Pratyaksa Pramana is direct knowledge. Knowledge acquired by the direct contact of the sense organs with the objects is called Pratyaksa. Vishaya Chitta Sanjogat Buddhindriya Pranalika Pratyakshang Sampratam Jnanam Vishesasya Avadharakam. Jnanendriyas are five: eye, ear, nose, skin, and tongue. The Jnanendriyas come in contact with their Vishayas or their objects. Then impression is passed to the Buddhi through the Manas and Ahankara. This is called Pratyaksa Pramana. It is limited to the present time only. Pratyaksa Pramana cannot go to the future or to the past. Pratyaksa Pramana gives the knowledge of the present time only. Then Anumana. Anumana is inference. Anumana depends on Pratyaksa, perception. Without perception, Anumana cannot be inferred. An unperceived knowledge is inferred by the help of something perceived. That is called Anumana. Asahabhava sambandham jnata cha sahabhavakam hetu purvanumanam ja samanyartha vinishchitihi. So, if the ground is wet, we may infer, we may get the Anumana that it was raining yesterday night. So, this is called Anumana. We saw, Pratyaksa Pramana is, we saw the wet ground, then we inferred. The Anumana is that yesterday night there was rainfall. So this is Anumana. Then there is Sabda Pramana. It is also known as Agama Pramana or Aptavachana. Knowledge acquired by listening from somebody or something which is dependable. This is most important. Apta means dependable, on which we can depend. That is called Sabda Pramana or Agama Pramana or Aptavachana. The words of Guru or the scriptures they come under the Agama Pramana or Sabda Pramana. Aptokta Sabda Saktyajah Srotusthadartha Nischayah Pramanam Agama Sasyat Jah Siddhet Avicharatah. We need not analyze it or we need not test it because it comes from a dependable source. So that is that dependable source may be Guru or the scriptures. Tasma Shastram Pramanante, in Bhagavad Gita it is clearly said that Tasma Shastram Pramanante, your Shastra is your Pramana, that is Agama Pramana. Now the second Vritti is Viparjaya Vritti. First is Pramana Vritti, the second Vritti is Viparjaya Vritti. It is just the opposite of Pramana Vritti. Viparjaya Mithya Jnanam Atadrupa Pratishtham. Yogasutra. Viparjaya is the knowledge of a thing which is not based on the real nature of the object. So Viparjaya, a wrong knowledge. Viparjaya is a wrong knowledge or a mistaken knowledge. For example, a rope is mistaken for a snake. This is called Viparjaya, a wrong knowledge. Now third Vritti is Vikalpa. Sabda Jnananupati Vastu Sunya Vikalpa. Yogasutra. Vikalpa is a knowledge acquired from words only. It has no object. We cannot imagine that object. Chittavritti takes the form of the object the moment word is uttered. How we get the knowledge? When the word is uttered, immediately the Chittavrittis take the form of that object. Then we get the knowledge. Here no formation of Chittavritti is possible. For example, endless, Ananta. Ananta, we can understand what Ananta is, but we cannot get the perception, we cannot imagine Ananta. The Chittavrittis cannot take the form of Ananta because it is endless. The meaning is understood by hearing the word. For example, Chaitanyam Purusasya Dharma, Raho Siraha. Here the Purusha and Chaitanya are used as separate from each other, but in reality Purusha is Chaitanya. Vikalpa is not wrong knowledge. Vikalpa is right knowledge, but the Chitta, we cannot have the form in our mind. That is Vikalpa. Then fourth Vritti is Nidra. This Nidra here is a technical word. This Nidra is not the common Nidra. It is different from the common Nidra. It does not mean the normal sleep. It is different from it. Nidra is defined like this: Abhava Pratyalambana Vritti Nidra in Yogasutra. Abhava means absence of vrittis present during waking state and dream state. Abhava means the absence. Absence of what? Absence of the vrittis, which are present in the waking stage and in the dream stage. Pratyaya means cause. Alambana means base. The Nidra Vritti is based on the Tamaguna, which is the cause of absence of the Vrittis present in the waking and dream state. Abhava Pratyaya. Let us discuss a little more about Abhava Pratyaya. Tamaguna, which is the cause of absence of Vrittis prevalent in the waking and dream stage. The absence of the Vrittis which are prevalent in Jagrat and Swapna state is the Vritti of Nidra. Nidra is the Vritti present in the Susupti state. There is a spelling mistake, I am sorry for that. Susupti. It is the Vritti present in the Susupti state. That is called Nidra. And here Nidra is not common Nidra. It refers to Susupti Nidra. Now, in order to understand it more clearly, let us discuss the elaboration of Jagrat and Swapna. What is Jagrat Avastha and what is Swapna Avastha? We have 4 states: Jagrata, Swapna, Susupti and Turiya. Jagrata state is when we perceive gross things. That is Jagrata state. Then Swapna is sleep. It is a state of dream. We perceive only subtle things. Then there is Susupti. It is the dreamless deep sleep, when one does not dream. He is sleeping but he is not dreaming. This is called Susupti state. And then Turiya. Turiya is the fourth state. We reach this state after self-realization only. So we move from Jagrat to Susupti in normal life, but when we are liberated, we come to the state of Samadhi, then we go to the Turiya state. This third step, the Susupti, here Nidra refers to the Susupti state. The Vrittis which are present in the Susupti state are called Nidra. Then the fifth Vritti, that is called Smriti. Smriti is defined as Anubhuta Vishaya Asampramasa Smriti. Anubhuta Vishaya Asampramasa Smriti, Yogasutra. The non-stealing of the experiences of the mind is Smriti. Very nicely defined. Whatever we experience, all our experiences are stored in the Chitta. Some in Vritti form and some in Sanskara form. Vrittis are gradually converted to Sanskaras due to various reasons. There is a mistake, to be Sanskara. I have written to be Sanskara, it should be to Sanskara. Vrittis are gradually converted to Sanskaras due to various reasons, when they become old or something like that. Some Vrittis which have not become Sanskaras are Smriti. Smriti are those Vrittis which have not become Sanskaras. They are remaining in the Chitta, in Vritti state. These are old Vrittis, but they have not become Sanskaras. These Vrittis are called Smriti Vrittis. Now, Klishta and Aklishta Vrittis. The Vrittis come under 5 categories. The five categories are Pramana, Viparja, Vikalpa, Nidra and Smritis. And all these Vrittis can be divided again into another category. That is, all the Vrittis can be Klishta Vrittis or Aklishta Vrittis. The Vrittis associated with klesha are Klishta. The Vrittis which are not associated with kleshas are Aklishtas. Now what is klesha? Klesha is technical term. Klesha is a technical term. That means it has a specific meaning. Klesha does not mean pain. Many people nowadays, they are confusing klesha with pain. Pain is different and klesha is different. Klesha is a very, very wide word. It has wide meaning. But pain has a limited meaning. Klesha is not pain. Klesha is specific. It is technical in nature. Now, what are the kleshas? The kleshas are 5 in number. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesa and Abhinivesa. These are the 5 kleshas. Avidya is wrong knowledge. Asmita is identification of the Purusha with the Prakriti. Raga is attachment. Dvesa is repulsion. Abhinivesa is fear of death. These kleshas will be discussed in detail in the next lecture. Thank you for listening to this lecture. If you have any question, you may write it in the comment box. I shall be happy to answer your questions. Thank you again.